We begin with an escalation in another story, the federal sex crimes investigation into Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida. Now, we have known he's under investigation. The issues range from sex trafficking to possible sex with a minor. These are allegations he denies. But today, the new update, and this story had kind of been out of the news for a little while, is that there are signs the case continues to move. Prosecutors believe a decision about whether or not to bring charges against Gaetz could come as early as July. Now, that is reporting from multiple sources to ABC News. Other witnesses also speaking out behind closed doors, meaning they're speaking directly to the feds. Could be bad news for anyone that they have evidence on. The interviews involve more women who were allegedly introduced to Gaetz through Greenberg, who's now convicted, again, according to ABC News. And, quote, since May, a new round of target letters and subpoenas in the wide-ranging investigation have been sent out. This comes after that guilty Gaetz associate just mentioned, Greenberg, pleaded guilty to 6 federal crimes, including sex trafficking, and has been cooperating. He's prepared to hand over evidence and testimony that could implicate Gaetz and others, sources tell that same ABC News team. Now, a Gaetz spokesperson is responding directly to this new report, saying it's all another, quote, partisan smear job. Now, you may notice in our reporting, and I always try to be transparent with you, I kept saying ABC a lot, and that's because this is an ABC News story, so credit to them. And it's also not one that NBC News has been able to match, follow up, or verify. So credit to them, but also you need to know where we are in terms of pulling on these leads. And Gaetz, not yet charged with any wrongdoing.
It is a horrible allegation, and it is a lie.
I've spent my entire career pursuing justice. I don't obstruct justice. The only thing I've obstructed is the injustice, oftentimes at the hands of the Department of Justice.
So the things the media has said about me are lies, and the truth will prevail.
Are you concerned you'll be indicted?
No.
We're joined by Dave Ehrenberg, Florida State Attorney for Palm Beach County, and MSNBC columnist Laura Bassett. Dave, I credit ABC. They have the reporting. It suggests problems for potentially Gaetz and others, as I read their sourcing, and it suggests some sort of resolution soon. You're down there. You know these issues. You've been an analyst for us on the story before. Does that ring true to you?
Good evening, Ari. It does. It's what I expected because this investigation seems to be wrapping up. After all, they've got the cooperation of the man at the center of this whole thing, Joel Greenberg, along with, according to reports, cooperation with Matt Gaetz's ex-girlfriend and the 17-year-old girl who allegedly is the victim of child sex trafficking. And it is ironic when you talk about giving the best deal to Joel Greenberg that it is the person who is the most culpable who will get the best deal because he knows the most. And also, this all explains why things have been so delayed. It's because this is not just about whether Matt Gaetz had sex with an underage girl. This is a lot broader than that. It could involve the Mann Act, which says you can't transport individuals across state lines for purposes of prostitution, violations of campaign finance laws, obstruction of justice, witness tampering, identity theft. After all, Joel Greenberg has already pled guilty to that. So that's, I think, why this thing is taking so long, not to mention the fact that if you indict a sitting member of Congress, you need to get lots of approvals up and down the DOJ. So I think July is a pretty reasonable timetable.